Yo, 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 it's Hood Investments. We are back. Another Tuesday, regular schedule. You know what I'm saying? I know I've been giving y'all little bonus episodes here and there, man. My passion is sharing this knowledge, and I will do what I have to do to share it with y'all. I don't care if I'm working 16 jobs. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna share this with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Gonzell intensity. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go get it. Yeah, I know this podcast is about right now today top five loans you should never get. You know what I'm saying? If you new to the podcast, you want to make sure you just follow up real quick. You know what I'm saying? We sharing this knowledge and I keep it G real with y'all on my mama. You feel me? The upload schedule is Tuesdays at 10 a.m. But let's get into it because I got some very important topics. So the loans. Loans is a death of people. The only loan I personally recommend to just get is a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know about you. I ain't got $500,000 put on no property. I ain't got 300K to just put on the property. You know what I'm saying? If you got that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Do you? You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got that. So when I decide to purchase a property, I will be getting a mortgage. It's that simple. And not using credit, it'll be through manual underwriting. But that's another topic. That's not what we talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? But we chilling. We ain't gotta be all structured and organized. We chilling. We talking, man. We chatting. I want to make it seem like we chilling at the table. Playing some dominoes, maybe shooting some dice or something. You know what I'm saying? But I don't recommend gambling. I was just, I said we chilling, man. Don't come at me, bro. For real. Or sus. Hey, but the first one, you don't want to ever get a 401k loan because at the end of the day, the repayment will cost more than the original contribution. You know what I'm saying? A job loss might reset the repayment clock. And also the information that I have researched prior. Before I even do these podcasts, I want to let y'all know in a little secret. I research the topics for y'all that I have knowledge about, but I like to further my knowledge. And I like to share that with y'all. And y'all can get all the different sources I use in one thing. You know what I'm saying? And just from my personal knowledge as well. So a job loss can reset the repayment clock. And first of all, you don't want to borrow. If you get a 401k loan, you will be borrowing from your future. Don't borrow from your future self. You know what I'm saying? You working hard right now. Do not borrow from your future self at all. Because at the end of the day, that money is for retirement. And the future you deserves to be able to retire reasonably. Ooh, I don't even know how to say the word, but you know what I'm saying. Your future self, they deserve to be able to not stress in the future, not live paycheck to paycheck. They should be able to live comfortably. You know what I'm saying? All right, next one. A payday loan. I have fell victim to this one multiple times before my debt-free journey. I have felt, when I'm telling you, I got stuck in a cycle. And thing is, like, it's just a big old cycle. It just go keep going. It's like you get trapped in it, and it's like hard to get out of. You know what I'm saying? First of all, payday loans, they are extremely expensive. I'm gonna let y'all know an example of mine. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, you get a payday loan, right? $255, depending on your area. $255, and I'm paying you back $300 within a week because you have to pay. If I'm not mistaken, next payday. I haven't did it in so long, so I don't know. I can't really remember. But pretty much next payday, you gotta give them $300. How am I giving you $45? And $45 extra than the interest rate? It can be near 400%. And Lord forbid you don't pay on time. I'm telling you, I got put in a situation where I had a $300 payday loan that got sent to collections. When I be keeping it real, man, I been struggling before. You know, I have struggled. I understand the struggle. I grew up in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? And simply payday loans prey on people that have less money, less fortunate, people that's in poverty, people that live in paycheck to paycheck, people that's not in wealthy areas. Honestly, just think about your wealthy area. Wherever state you live in, whatever country you live in, think about what your wealthy areas and think about your areas if they have it over there. I don't know if they have it in different countries, but I know they definitely have it in America. You know what I'm saying? Think about in your wealthy areas. Have you ever seen a payday loan? Have you ever seen a payday loan? Seriously, answer the question. You know what I'm saying? Just you ain't gotta answer it to me. I ain't trying to be, aggressive or nothing. I'm telling you answer the question to yourself. Really think about have you seen a payday loan? But if you go into the inner cities, the less fortunate people, they pretty much got a payday loan on every single corner. You know why? Because they prey on people that's less fortunate than others. That's how we get stuck in that cycle. It's a cycle. Yeah, you get that little relief. Like this is how I thought about it. Yeah, I get that little relief, but I didn't take into account that I was just giving these people $45. You know what I'm saying? And I probably have got 50 of them over my time. Yeah, at the time it did get me through, but it just kept putting me back in the same situation. So I was getting 255. I was giving 300. 255 giving 300. I was stuck and it was hard to get out of it. I was thankful to get out of it with my teeth still intact, all my toes still there. You know what I'm saying? See that's a touchy one for me. I don't like that one. But the next one is home equity loan. First of all, why would you ever want to take a loan out on your home? I understand we may go through situations at times, but those times it's not worth risking your home. When you go for a home equity loan, you putting your house on the line. Your house, your home, where you lay your head at, you putting that on the line. What happens if you default on it and you can't pay it back? They go just take your home from you? Think about the situation you be put in, especially if you got a family. If you have a family, why would you even want to put them in that situation? That I see me personally, I feel like my job as a father, you know what I'm saying? I do have a kid, you know what I'm saying? I got another one on the way right now. My my job as a father and my job as a husband is to make sure my family have a roof over their head. First and foremost. They make sure they got food in their belly. You know what I'm saying? That's my number one priority. I would never I would never ever in this world put that in jeopardy. I understand situations may occur, but that's where we have to figure it out. Let's think about a plan A, plan B, plan C. Let's not just go for a home equity loan. You know what I'm saying? And then I understand that everybody's situation is different. But please, please, please do not put yourself or your family at risk. It's extremely dangerous. When I say dangerous, as in you're risking where you lay your head at. I don't understand how anybody would be comfortable with that. They can just take it from you. They can just I don't never want to be in that position where they can just take my home from me. And especially if you still paying on your loan, it's like you taking out a second loan. Like you just taking out a loan on the equity that you have on your house, which pretty much what you paid for already. So say for example, if you got a mortgage of 200K, you paid 100K on it, and you take a home equity loan of 100K. Even though, yeah, you got appreciation and all that, but but that aside, you pretty much paid $0 on your house. You pretty much owe $200,000. You just have it with one. You can have it with the same loan. I mean, same bank, or it could be another bank. You have two separate loans, pretty much two mortgages on that one house. Would you really want to risk that? It's not worth it. Please don't do it. Next one. I repeat. Do not ever take a personal loan from your family. It can definitely put y'all in a situation where y'all don't want to do it. I'm telling y'all don't want to do it. It can cause y'all to lose relationships. Because, money is known to mess up relationships. You know what I'm saying? And it's not worth it, especially if you love them and you always want to be involved in their life. Like, for example, I had a situation, one of my family members got locked up. I spent 3-4K to bail him out. And mind you, that was all I had. Mind you, I have kids. You know what I'm saying? Got a wife I got to take care of. At that time, that was all I had. And I gave it all to bail him out. Was they at fault? Yeah, they was. Should they did what they did? No, they shouldn't have. Did that person learn their lesson? Hell yeah, they did. But at the same time, I expected that money to be owed back at the time. But guess what? This is what I did. Mind you, I ain't rich by any means. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind having that 4K back. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. That relationship was way more valuable to me than that 4K. So I just said, you know what? You don't owe me that. Don't worry about it. We good. We even. Just don't ever do that again. Because I prefer having this relationship over this money jeopardizing our relationship, which it would have. I seen the route it was going. It would have. Because I was letting them work it out on payments. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make the first payment. They missed the second one. And I already knew the route it was going. And I knew how I grew up. I grew up in poverty. I grew up living paycheck to paycheck. I understand the struggle. You know what I'm saying? I love my family to death, and I would never hold that against them or hold it over their head. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. If you also forgive somebody for the money, that's always a route. But if you don't want to do that, set up a contract. Now, just avoid it if you can. Don't set no contract up. Just avoid it. Sometimes you got to take your loss. Because sometimes, think about it, if they're going through a difficult situation, sometimes it's hard to pay people back. It's hard. Life is tough. Life is not easy. Especially if you grew up in a situation where your parents didn't have what you needed, or you didn't have what you needed and you struggled. Trust me, you understand. And then also, you don't want to become the center of the gossip. If you ask for a loan from your family member, they be like, oh, you say, hey, keep it between us. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I got you. Trust and believe. I promise you, they go tell somebody else. Even if it's your mama, they go tell your brother. Hey, don't tell your brother, but he going through this. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the highlight of attention. You don't want to be talked about, especially if you're going through a financial situation. You don't want that. It's like embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you, but for me to ask for somebody for money, I get it. I feel embarrassed. At least when I did, I was always embarrassed to do so. So personally, I would not ask personal loans from family at all. I'd rather go to a bank. But I prefer not going to one at all. But that's what I prefer, going to a bank, people that I don't have a relationship with. The next one is a title loan. Off the dribble, a title loan. That's putting the loan out on your vehicle. You really want to do that? That's the same thing with the home situation. Title loans have extremely high interest rates, short repayment terms, and you putting your car at risk. You really want to do those things? Think about it. You can't pay. You got kids. Or even just you. You like driving. You like doing your thing. You like handling business. You know what I'm saying? If you ever used to take the bus, you don't want to do that no more. You want to be able to get to where you need to go without a problem. You don't want it to be jeopardizing your job. You want to be able to make it there on time. You want to be able to handle your business. You feel me? It's not worth it. Don't do it. Imagine your car getting taken because you didn't make a payment. Your car getting repoed. You know how embarrassing that is? Just think about it. Just think about it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. And trust and believe. Back before I had all this knowledge, I tried to get a title loan. I ain't go cap. I actually did get a title loan. And I paid that off for like 4 months. But it's not worth it. Because I made sure I paid that off because I didn't want, I ain't trying to get my vehicle taken. You know what I'm saying? But it's not worth it. Don't do it. It's better not to, you don't want to always keep taking that risk in your life. That's unnecessary risk. You want to take calculated steps so you can reach financial success. You know what I'm saying? With this knowledge, you creating that financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know how to handle different situations. You will know what situation you should shy away from. You should know to stay away from this situation. But that was 5 loans. That was my 5 top loans to stay away from. Once I typed that out and I did my research and I did what I had to do, then it hit me as soon as I was about to finish my little typing, my outline. This is a bonus. Do not get student loans. Student loans, interest, they compound daily. Mind you, it is at like a 4%, depending on your situation. Could be 4, 5%, 6%. But that interest go calculate. Right now, we in a pause. Like if you have student loans right now, make sure you start paying on that. Don't wait. Don't try to wait for the government to forgive it. Handle your business now. You want to make sure you're in control of your money. You in control of your own destiny. Don't allow someone else to have that much control over what you got going on in your life. Just start paying on it. Extra money, paying on it. And student loans will slow down. It will give you a slow start at life. It's not a head start. It will give you a slow start at life. Because think about, once you get your degree, if you got student loans lingering around, like for example, doctors, $200K in debt. You think they can really start going for you think when they get their income and they saving their money, you think that money theirs? No, it's not. It's the bank money until they become debt free. It's not worth it. Don't do it. And I understand school can be expensive. I understand that. Work. Like, mind you, my second semester of college, I'm still in college, by the way. My second semester in college, I was working 2 jobs to make sure I got through. And while working 2 jobs, I was able to my overall GPA right now is a 3.6 GPA. And I don't know about where y'all from, but the state I live in, they give grants for having high grades. So look up different grants and different scholarships you can get. They got scholarships as for certain races. They got scholarships because, you know what I'm saying? All these different stuff, man. It's too much money out here to be setting your life back when it's so much stuff available, resources available. You got to think about it like this. Say if you got a bank loan. No, not a bank. Let's say you got a car loan. If you default on your loan, they go take your car. That's your collateral pretty much. But on student loans, what they go take? They can't take your education from you. So your collateral go be your future income. So it can affect your future earnings. Do you really want to have you want to give that much control over your situation to someone else? Personally, I don't want to do that. And that was my bonus. Man, I hope we learn something today, you know what I'm saying? I hope we can get past and fight and grind to success. I know I want to grind, I want to grind to reach success, reach financial independence, financial literacy. I want to learn everything possible. And if I can, I know you can. Because honestly, I ain't go cap. Y'all probably smarter than me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but y'all know what I say, man. Make sure y'all stay up and stay blessed. Let's grind together. And that's on my mama.